51.
HawkFanatic.com is brought to you by Big Dog Tech Solutions. Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. Streets Maintenance. The Ox-Yoke Inn in the Amanas. Premier Automotive in North Liberty. Senior Benefits. Diamond Dream Sports Academy. Hertine and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Supple's Flowers, home of 1-800-800-ROSE. GT Carr and his great crew at Supple's Building and Remodeling. Mike's E-Keys for cars. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. And Patrick Eads, son Tyler, and the whole staff. Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Great service department, too. Here's Tom Suter, and from HawkFanatic.com, Pat Harty.
Okay, beautiful sunny day out there after kind of a rough, wild evening, huh?
I slept
Still
a lot of it.
over 1,000 people in the Quad Cities that do not have power.
Oh, so it got that bad last night.
And it went down this morning at 6:15 for some reason.
What did we get as far as rain? I missed most of it.
Plenty.
After midnight.
Good song.
700.
So almost an inch after midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we're fine in the rain department for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like this chill in the air. I mean, yeah, I thought some of these last couple of days have been humid.
But yeah, last night was tornado warning at around 11:15.
For us?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we had.
I was asleep.
Tommy was here till 12:30 last night.
I fell asleep. I was probably asleep by 10 last night. Made the mistake of laying down on the couch, and that sometimes has an effect. Next thing I know, it's 2 in the morning. And then I can't sleep. Then you take a 4-hour nap, and then you have trouble getting to sleep, or at least I do sometimes when that happens. But good. Doesn't sound like any made damage around here.
I don't know yet. We either had straight line winds or we had a tornado. They haven't.
Where?
Here.
Where?
In Iowa City. I don't know. In Iowa City.
Well, obviously there was no major, or he would have hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
by now
yeah.
it would have been all over
Yeah.
the place. So there was obviously no major damage or anything. So that's nice to know. But yeah, I knew it rained because when I woke up, although my street was dry, other than the places where water settles, there were still puddles. But it was mostly dry by the time I woke up at like 6. So.
Well, we Wapsie had her yearly appointment, and we got some things to help calm her down.
Did it work last night?
Yes, but she was trashed. We're going to cut back a little on the.
What do you like?
Oh, she was trashed.
Turning it into like Keith Richards.
Yeah, she had a little snifter of brandy, and yeah, we'll cut back a little bit. But she slept well, and she slept through it. So
Yeah, good for her. She just heavily medicated.
Oh, my cat.
heavily.
My cat just stuck by my side. He didn't run under the table.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So.
Only Tommy was under the table out here, right?
Yes.
Was he out here by himself? Where was Molly?
Yeah.
Molly worked early yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. And so, what time did it start raining?
About 9:30.
Yeah,
Man, I must have just missed it.
9 or 9:30. Yeah.
Because I do remember waking up at like 2, and I remember hearing lightning and whatever, but nothing really registered with me. So, okay, well, I guess I did sleep more than I thought last night.
Yeah, it was raining hard. Sounded like hail at one point, but I looked and it wasn't. So, but it was raining.
No, it was
extremely
raining real hard and lightning and I mean, and I got to sleep at 9:30 and at 10:30 the power must have glitched and it shut off KFMH, and then I'm getting I got a call from Roberto, and then my phone's going off. Some guy that listens in Utah. You're off the air. And
I don't believe I lost any power. Did you lose power?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't lose it, but it would, flash quickly and it come back. Hello?
Oh yeah, down there at the old vacuous, we had tons of wind. We got trees down everywhere and cars, and as I drove by, it looked like the homeless camp got blown away.
Where were the trees down?
Where are trees down?
Bacillus mobile.
At the old Bacillus trailer court.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Wow.
Where I live, about 5 cars are smashed with them, and
Oh, wow.
like I said, when I would go by the homeless camp, you could look and see all the tents and everything. All the shelters were blown all over.
Oh, that's a shame. Wow. I'll have to check that out. But
there was Channel 2 had some pictures of the cars and that on it, on their webpage, but it started about 12 o'clock, just straight line winds like crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
And we lost power. We lost power till 8 o'clock this morning. They finally got us back up and on.
Wow. Well, thanks for the report. Yeah, we hadn't heard anything like that.
Well, it says here storms leave damage and outages across Iowa City overnight.
I slept through the whole thing. I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for the update. I may drive down there and gawk.
Is that Bugsy?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? I guess I'm just going to go down there and gawk. I mean, but it is.
I don't know.
I'm just glad my tree survived.
I don't know what happened. I left at 3:30. I don't know. I haven't. It's dark. I don't know.
Weren't you sleeping at midnight?
No.
Oh, I was. Were you sleeping at midnight?
Barely.
Okay, no, I was
because
out.
they got.
Because the tornado warning hit at 11:15, I think.
phone-
What's weird is I didn't hear that, and the thing's literally 2 blocks from my house.
Well, the phone woke me up, and then Tommy was out
okay,
here,
yeah,
so I had the radio on, and did a great job. And I have never heard that machine that we've got break in so many times as it did last night.
It was wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good.
And you missed it, Pat.
I missed it
Yeah,
all.
you could have been killed.
I usually wake up for stuff. I can't believe how heavy God, those 3 beers I drank, but maybe they were laced with something because I was out. Yeah. But again, I did wake up around 2:30, and you could tell it was. I saw but I didn't really. It didn't feel like then there was a big storm because I think it was over by then.
Yeah,
it had left. But I had no idea what had preceded it. So that's wild. I'm just hopeful people who lost their cars and trees. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that would. I'm sure. So what covers that? Is that if the trees on your house? Well, it has to be auto insurance.
It's a gray area.
What is it, homeowners or auto insurance?
Well, see, that's it. And if it comes from not your property but somebody else's tree, then you get in the battle between the insurance companies.
I'm just glad my little crabapple tree in the front yard survived. At least I think. Yeah, I looked out there; it was still there. So, but not to hear so many trees down. So he was saying we had straight line winds at 100 miles per hour. That's like
I don't know. I haven't got anything.
Or maybe he just said. I thought did he say 100 miles per hour?
Well, he said straight line winds.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't hear 100.
Okay,
miles.
maybe that's me embellishing.
Maybe.
Because wasn't the derecho, didn't it have some like at 110, 120? Something like that?
It had them at 140 in Cedar Rapids.
Okay, that was...
our weather station broke that day, and it was broken and froze at 109.
Okay, I do remember that. So
Cedar Rapids lost half their tree cover.
There's been, I know. I mean, I know where my buddy Mike Halas, his neighborhood got hit really hard. When I've been by, he's like, man, there used to be tree here. But you can actually say that a little bit about my neighborhood too. Not just because of the derecho, but just we've lost a lot of trees, unfortunately. I lost a big oak tree, 60-foot oak tree. I kept it for about 13, 14 years, but it got hit by lightning early after I moved into that house, and eventually it just started to die. I mean, lightning can be a problem with that, too. So.
All right, Ned Mendenhall says their neighborhood, which is Chelsea Court near Scott Boulevard, lost a lot of 6-foot wood fence and big tree branches down. Several houses have continuous fencing, and it looks like dominoes falling down in a row. Wow.
Yeah, see, I've got chain link fence. So, man, I guess I did miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, exciting. Not good.
And I had the TV on, too, so maybe the sound of the TV in the back of my mind grounded out everything. I don't know. Like I said, I'm surprised that I missed this much.
Yeah, it was.
But there's been no reports on how high the winds are. I'm curious to see what they're going to end up. That'll come out at some point.
I would think
They're probably somebody's probably got it out already, but yeah, boy, this spring's been rough.
Yeah, it has been. But that's what spring. What does they say? April showers
Bring May flowers.
bring May flowers. And we're almost into May. It's hard to believe. I mean, today's the 24th. Tomorrow is the end of spring football. We've got the open practice. You said you are going.
We are going. Yeah.
And what time's the stadium open? 10?
9:45.
9:45, and then the scrimmage or the scrimmage.
Sorry, are you going?
I have to. I mean, it's my
So
job.
what time do you have to go?
I can go whenever. I mean, I guess I don't have to. I could, but in order to report on it and what have you,
Well, as you say, that's
That's
your
pretty
job.
much-
I mean, if we need to not do our show,
if I
tomorrow-
wasn't working,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go. If I, I mean, but you'll be among, I'm guessing, somewhere between 3,000 and 6,000 people that'll be there.
Oh, probably.
And but again, I don't think Kirk. Of course, he opens it for the fans and whatever. But I mean, again, he took the scrimmage away a long time ago. This is more of a final practice as opposed to a game. I mean, they'll scrimmage some and what have you. But I remember last year's final spring practice. I don't recall them scrimmaging a ton. And remember, Gronowski was hurt last spring, so but now both quarterbacks, as far as we know, are still healthy, and we'll be able to see them a little bit. But again, whoever plays better tomorrow, that doesn't mean they're going to be the starting quarterback. That job's going to be open. It sounds like. I mean, both
Up until-
both quarterbacks said
Yeah.
they believe it's going to be open throughout the summer, and so we'll see. I still think it's going to be Heklinski before it's all said and done, but they've been saying a lot about Hank is really reliable, doesn't make mistakes. I mean, that may be something that Kirk says, hey, let's go with Hank first, and we'll give Jeremy a chance. But Kirk rarely gives that second quarterback a chance unless something forces him to. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. But we're not going to – one practice isn't going to answer a lot of our questions.
No.
It's good for the fans and us to get a glimpse of them. And now I've been trying to do a depth chart for athlons, and they gave me – time. They said I can send them something. I'm going to have to try to get some semblance of a depth chart tomorrow, just from what I observe in practice, and because it's not easy. I mean, the defensive line and secondary are really hard because obviously the linebackers are easier to kind of pick, but the secondary, I don't even know what position some of those newcomers are. Are they going to play strong? Are they going to play free?
Well, and they haven't even decided
They
yet.
might even play
on some of them.
cornerback. So I just got to throw stuff together. But that's the problem with having to get a preview done in April.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just tough. But usually it's not that hard because Iowa puts out a depth chart.
But there's so many.
But there's even the depth chart Iowa typically puts out. It's not necessarily accurate. Kirk jokes about it. This year, though, they didn't even put out a depth chart because they don't. It's just impossible with so many newcomers. So that'll be something interesting tomorrow. Being able to see so many first-year new players. I mean, Dallas's brother's going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Darian, he's here. He enrolled early, so it'll be interesting watching Darian play.
Have you heard anything from Dallas about how he?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I don't think there's. No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't reached out to Dallas since spring ball started. But I saw Darian. Was it a week, 1 or 2 weeks ago. He was walking by when we were getting ready to interview, and I shook his hand, introduced myself. We'd never met, and I told him I have the website where Dallas used to work, and he's a really nice kid. And you can see he looks a lot like Dallas, but I'll tell you, man, he's tall. He's got. They're going to probably they list him right now at like 170. I'm guessing Darian by the time
he's 6'2".
Oh, he's 6'1", 6'2". Yeah, and I'm guessing at some point he'll be 185, 190 before you know it, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does because he can play D-back, and I think he could also play wide receiver if they.
Is he a returner as well?
I don't know. I mean, he was in high school. He was really good. So, so that's another thing tomorrow. We'll get maybe at least an idea of who's in the running to be the return specialist. So, yeah, no, I'm kind of looking forward to that. And the weather tomorrow is going to be a lot like today, right? Kind of in the 50s, 60s?
No, it's going to be
Warmer,
71.
Oh, 71? Okay, that's
sunny and 71.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because today's a little cold.
That's a little chilly. I was able to walk Wapsie in shirt sleeves,
I walked,
and it was okay.
It's 52 now.
Yeah.
When I walked in this earlier this morning, I was cold. I mean, that wind blew. It was cold, especially compared to the last couple of days. I mean, when I went to bed last night, my house was hot. When I woke up this morning, it was almost cold.
Yeah.
How much it had changed. So it's 71 and sunny tomorrow. That will be perfect. Now, that could bring some more fans out. We'll see.
It might.
Now, it's not going to help that there's one of the key places to park for used to be where they're building the ramp.
Yes.
You know, a lot of that area over there. And so but there's still plenty of parking for 5,000 people. Yeah. So it will be interesting to see how many people do turn up. So what time will you go right about when it starts? Or, I mean, obviously you're not tailgating. Or
Are you?
No.
Do we have a show tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like we should.
Okay. Well, it never
I know
sounds
people
like we
will
should.
be disappointed.
I mean, it's your call. I'm like I said, I'm not getting. Oh, if you don't want to do it, that's fine.
No, because last time we got there too late after doing the show, we got there pretty late to the practice. So I had to go home, take care of the dog, get in, go find a place to park, and by then we missed the first 30 minutes of.
You mean calisthenics?
Well, but we missed the first 30 minutes.
It's just mostly calisthenics and warming up.
Hey, Jim, tell Molly an early Saturday.
Yeah, that'll make my.
Yeah, Molly.
That'll make. But see, the practice doesn't start till 11, and like I said, the first half an hour and stuff is usually pretty. But if you're a diehard man, you can't get enough Hawks.
You get in at 9.
There's only some way you could by phone contact her and tell her to do that.
With your chest. Damn it.
So now Molly has to. So
You're the operations manager. I'm just on-air talent.
I thought Lang was the opera.
No.
He's the program director.
God, this place has more titles.
I'm the on-air talent.
Everyone here
That's
everyone here has a freaking title.
He's the manager. You're the
I'm a
Talent.
independent contractor.
Pass the talent.
Yeah.
So he's the manager and Lang's the operations manager? What
No.
Jim's the operations manager. Lang's the program director, news director.
And he's the manager.
Yeah.
How many freaking managers do you guys need? How many managers do you guys need? You got.
He does the sales and.
Oh, okay.
And,
sales manager. Okay.
well,
Molly
he's
is
the
the-
general manager.
Molly is the music director.
Kinda.
Everyone here has a.
Not me. I'm just on-air talent.
Steve's the owner.
You're the owner.
No, don't. I never.
Everyone
admit
here
that.
has a.
Look at my Facebook. I do not admit that.
Everyone here has a position of authority, but you don't have authority over anyone. You're each kind of a one-person
Well,
department.
it's not a very big station.
No,
Yeah.
but it's not a big station, but there's a lot of authority figures here.
Well, we got 10 employees
And
and
7 managers.
and that is 8 more than the other stations
Combined.
Yeah, and that is sad. Hello.
You forgot about Engineer Tim.
Yeah.
Hi, Engineer Tim.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Engineer Tim.
I was a little upset when I didn't hear my name in there.
Well, I was penning a story last night. Sometimes I write short stories. This one's called "The Engineer Who Wouldn't Go to Lunch."
Well, read the one called "The Engineer Who Doesn't Have Enough Time in the Day to Do All the Shit He's Supposed to Do."
Whoa.
Stuff.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
swear on Muscatine Station.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Sorry about that. Goodbye.
Yeah.
A little cussing going on.
Yeah.
On
A
Hawk,
little.
Hawk Fanatic.
Yeah.
Here we what now? We're going to get the F word?
No.
This one's going to tell us to F off.
No. Hello.
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 Now, isn't there a breakfast tomorrow at 9:30?
Yes. Well, not 9:30. I don't think it's quite that early, is it? Because the gates don't even open until 9:45.
Oh, well, I know it's some. I kept thinking it was 9:30, but
Well,
What, at the stadium? Like in the where are you guys?
in the north, the Ted Page
Okay.
thing.
Are you going to that?
but that one that could open up before the.
I suppose
Before-
it could, Karen. I don't have that information.
I don't either. I will not be attending the breakfast.
And then you wonder, Indiana won the national title, but there were
Yes.
4 Ohio State guys picked before the 11th.
Yes, four
Man
Ohio State players in the top 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a surprise.
So that I thought that was quite the thing.
Yeah.
And I keep wondering, all those people standing there for 3 hours, how do you manage that? I don't even know how some of them could see anything.
Not even a question of how do they do it.
Why
do they do it?
I've never
Well,
understood
that's what
that.
I'm wondering. There were tons of people there.
It was
And I don't see how
ridiculous.
some of them way back there could see or hear anything.
Yeah, I don't get it. I've never understood it.
I really honestly don't understand the mentality.
And I
in the
barely
South.
watched any of the draft last night, knowing that no one from Iowa. Today, I'll pay because there's a
Yeah.
chance Dunker could get drafted. I think in the late second, early third. Today's second and third round,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
4. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't understand it, Card. I don't get why these people travel the country because they change the location every year, and every year thousands of people come there with face paint, and they're just. I don't get
Yeah.
it. To hear people's names get taken, I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
And then it looks like those people have to walk a mile and a half to get up there to get their
Yeah.
hat and hug the commissioner.
Well, they're in shape. They can do
But I
it.
noticed a lot of the first round people weren't even there.
Mendoza wasn't there. He was with his family down in Miami.
Yep.
Good for him. He seems like a good kid.
He does.
seem
He really
like
seems like a good,
nice kid.
really nice kid. Nice
Yeah.
young man.
He's a nice, rich kid.
And he's good. I mean,
Yeah.
even against Iowa, that was
Yeah,
the
he
closest.
He said he wanted to be with his family, and then his mom, I don't think
She has
she's
MS.
in good enough shape to go traveling.
She
all
has
over
MS.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom's been battling MS for multiple years.
Okay, guys. Well, I don't know what time to start heading over for that thing tomorrow because I want to find a parking place.
I'd get there about 7.
Yeah, sure. And then sleep in the car.
Well,
There you go.
you'll be just walk around Kinnick. That'll be a good way to pass some time, get some exercise in the car, and just take laps around Kinnick Stadium.
Yeah, that'll be me running, just running around the stadium until I fall over.
There you go.
Thank you for not swearing this morning.
Thank you.
I don't swear, so there.
Good.
Okay, guys, you have a good day.
That would have been funny, though, right after you say that, if she would have told you to go F yourself. Would you have laughed at that?
No, I don't.
You would not have laughed at that.
No.
Okay.
Karen would not say that.
She wouldn't.
No, not
Speaking of, I was on my way. I went over to get my credential for tomorrow's practice because I wasn't at the coordinators thing on Wednesday. But when I was walking, I saw in the distance there was Kirk walking. He was on that little sidewalk that takes you behind the baseball center field fence that connect. Yeah, so he was, and I've read where that's what he does. You know, his walking is now his kind of his daily therapy and exercise or whatever. And I was too far away to hey Kirk. I didn't want to yell like
Hey, it's me, Pat.
You know, because he may have told me to go F myself. Who knows? So, but no, I was out seeing him walking yesterday, and today will be a good day to walk. Days like this are fun to be outside. Yard work with a little chill in the air.
Yeah,
How high is it supposed to get today?
Today's 68.
Okay, so today and
be
tomorrow
nice.
are pretty much. How about Sunday?
Low 70s.
Okay,
So it
Why
should
don't you
be
ask me about Monday?
a beautiful weekend.
what's Monday?
It's a beautiful weekend.
Chance of strong storms.
Chance? What is it? 10%?
50.
50? So there's always a chance it won't happen.
Boy, it has been rough this year, although we've missed some of
We've
them.
missed most of all the really bad stuff.
We got hit last night, but it wasn't.
I didn't get hit.
Could have been worse.
I didn't see any damage around my yard. Luckily, now that I've heard all this other stuff,
I take it back. I was wrong with the percentage. 90.
Oh,
Severe thunderstorms expected. 90% chance Monday.
wow.
So at least we'll get we've got 2 days of drying out.
Yeah.
It'd be worse if this was continuing then, because luckily these have been spaced out enough to where I haven't heard anyone say they're at a flood stage or whatever.
There are some rivers at flood stage.
Yeah, but nothing.
It's getting pretty-
getting, but nothing. I don't think is to the point of where it's going to.
Yeah, in our area there is.
Starting to get close.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's
I don't
see.
I don't have the details right now.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Weatherbug says Armageddon for Monday.
Yeah. But who will
Look
be
at how
here?
excited you are, man.
Who
It's
will
just
be here? This station will be at the ready.
And you're going to be happy as a,
Molly
like a
and
frog on a lily pad.
My God, it's all day.
Yeah.
Look
This is
Look at the excitement in his. I mean,
Yikes.
you are energized.
Starting at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and still be going on at 5 p.m.
Well, I will say one thing: if there's hail at 9 a.m. Monday, I ain't coming in.
Wow.
I'm not going to put my car out here if there's a bunch of hail.
What a puss.
No, I will not do that. Molly's, for some reason, she does it.
It's like everybody in this community says.
When severe weather hits, we talk up a storm on the mighty 1630 KCJJ.
Yes.
But no, hail will be the one thing to.
It ain't going to hail.
Well, God, I mean,
Till like 9:40.
Suter says it's going to be Armageddon on Monday.
Well, that's what the weather app said. I'm not sure what our boys have said. What our severe
Our boys
studios.
haven't covered that yet.
Well, I'm just glad there's nothing today, tomorrow, and
But
Sunday.
the Weather Bureau says, yeah.
Because remember when we got those floods in 08 and 93, it was like every day was rain after rain. There was never a break in any.
That was terrible.
Luckily now we're at least having a break. I mean, these 3 days, that will help us dry
I
a little
remember
bit.
standing in the parking lot behind the River Bend building in Coralville when we were there, and the water seriously was
08 or 93? Oh, you weren't here in
08.
93.
and the water was up to my breast.
Oh yeah, I was out back sandbagging, and it was up.
For some reason, I remember.
Over my waist.
I can't believe I remember more about 93s than I do 08. Don't get me wrong, I remember 08s, but I really remember 93s.
Well, we were doing remotes up here in 93, and it was...
But what I remember about 93, because I still did a lot in Des Moines back then, even though I lived here, they lost their water. The water plant had to shut. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, I remember driving home in 93 and not being able to see anything but water, whereas in 08, when I drive home, it was not quite that severe, even though there were parts where 08 it was worse than, I don't know, I mean, both were. But back then, I remember every day it would rain. It would just be like it seemed like there was never a break, and it just kept building and building and building.
We came up here to do a remote in 93, and the business, and I don't remember what business now, but it had water coming in the door of the business. And
We're in downtown Iowa City, or where were you?
By the Strip.
Okay.
Whatever.
By the Coralville Strip?
Yeah, there was some kind of, I don't know if it was...
Well, you're close to a river there, yeah. That's
a record or record store, something that we were doing a remote at. And the guy and water's coming in his door. And I said, we can't charge you for this. Nobody's going to get here and everything. And he was real thankful. And we were doing it opposite whatever KKRQ was at the time. Mm-hmm. And they just did the remote.
Well, I just never thought I'd see a water plant shut down. That was pretty dramatic. I remember that. I remember talking to people like, God, we can't use our water. And that was for a couple days, I think it was. Because somehow the water, I don't know if it must have flooded the plant and contaminated the water. That's the only, because the water plant in Des Moines is right next to the river.
That's what happens.
Okay,
is when the plants. That's what.
The only thing that separates it's Fluor Drive. I don't know if you remember Fluor Drive. It's the road that takes you out to the airport.
Yeah.
That's what separated the water plant. I don't know if it's still in the same place. And I just remember when it shut down, I couldn't believe that.
We, our engineer, Andy, had to go to Dubuque.
Is this 93?
No, this is
08.
08. Had to go to Dubuque because he also serviced Cedar Rapids. We didn't need him. Tim came in later and hooked up our computer when we were running commercials. That was like 5 days later. But Andy had to go to Dubuque to get to Cedar Rapids because you couldn't.
Oh, no, it was ridiculous.
It was, yeah. And the only place that didn't flood that was high and dry was here.
Yeah. No, we didn't.
Yeah, it was high and dry. And we had a good...
Only place, what do you mean only place? My
the
place
only
didn't
place...
flood,
That,
no.
well, I mean the
no,
only place that we had to get to.
Oh, I thought you meant the only place in Iowa
here.
City that didn't flood was here.
No,
I never.
My house didn't flood.
Yeah, no, my neighborhood didn't have any.
No.
I mean, the creek I remember were high, and I do remember not being able to get over the Burlington Street Bridge to go from Iowa City to Coralville.
Yeah, you couldn't do that.
Remember that for a couple of days.
Oh, that was just.
But no,
unbelievable.
if it was that time, like we would have the storm we had last night, but then like today would just be steady rain. Tomorrow, it was like it just seemed like it rained every day during those times. Whereas now it seems weird. You'll go from really nice humid weather, major storms for 12 hours, then it's really nice chilly weather. It's just there's been so much fluctuation.
It's called climate change.
Today's going to be beautiful.
Yes, and tomorrow and
Sunday. That's crucial too. That's a lot of time for the water to go back
and then
down.
Monday at 5:00, I will sign on with REM's End of the World.
No, do Riders on the Storm, Morrison.
Do
it loud.
No.
Do it loud.
REO.
No, REO.
Riding the storm out.
Yeah, that's not as good as Riders of the... All right, do that and then do Riders of the Storm. That's a great song. Manzarek's keyboard. Yeah. Come on.
I like Manzarek.
And you like Riders of the Storm.
Hello.
Hey, dudes.
Hey.
Hey. I am eternally grateful that you were open during the 2008 floods. I had been down to Dick Davin's office to start sandbagging. That was the first place that water started coming out of the street grates.
I remember announcing that. Yeah.
You guys were on the air, and people said, "Well, just stay tuned to this KCJJ, and they'll start telling people where the next place is to go out and help." Right?
Yep.
And I watched people trying to sandbag over at Davin's office, and they'd have somebody sitting in a folding chair, and then somebody else was shoveling, and half of it went in the other person's lap, and then half of it went in the bag. And so I called up Barb at Iowa City Kickers, Barb Kamer, and I said, "Barb, we got all these road cones that are like 2.5 feet tall, and the coaches don't like hauling those around in their trunk. They like those little, 10-inch cones." She said, "Ryan, you can have as many cones as you want." I went down, I got 85 cones out of the shed. And then what we did, we went to Idlewild, and we went to Parkview Church. We went to all these different places, and we'd set up sawhorses, and then we'd set the cones upside down. You cut the last 6 inches of the road cone off, and that setup worked so well, they took all the cones and drove them down to St. Louis for people to sandbag down there.
Yeah, Molly and I went to help sandbag at Parkview and bought lunches and stuff down there to them because they had those emergency lunches that people in Coralville were putting together, and Molly and I did that. It was pretty amazing.
Well, thank you to KCJJ and Iowa City Kickers Soccer Club because we finally got rid of those darn road cones.
Well, there you go. Thanks, dude.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
No, that was that was just a nightmare.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Both were.
Yeah.
And with that cheery note, why don't we take our break and we'll be right back.
Another nightmare coming up Monday.
1-800-800-ROSE. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country. 1-800-800-ROSE. It's so easy. Just remember one number. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist. 1-800-800-ROSE. Remember,
for a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Hertine and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site, so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Hertine and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Hertine and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HertineandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
Don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
So, did you get your holiday lights down yet? What if your home could shine magically with just a tap? Introducing Illumilights from Big Dog Tech, the permanent smart LED lighting system that installs once and lights up your life year-round. No ladders, no hassle, just beautiful lighting that makes your home stand out day and night. Visit BigDogTech.net and schedule your free quote today. Illumilights, light up life.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483, 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance, honest plumbing at a fair price.
Once upon a time, in the land of the Hawkeyes, a business grew. A business that would become synonymous with real estate. Hi, I'm Steve Anderson of Hawkeye Title and Settlement. When you're buying or selling your home, you'll need title and settlement services. Consider the Hawkeye Title and Settlement team. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. And it works. Deer divots and dings do damage, but Premier Auto will do right by you. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Do yourself a favor. When your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier. The deer don't like Premier, but you will. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Hit a deer? Call Premier.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential. Develop a strong work ethic and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurant, Sports at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you. GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit Supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
If you're looking for a trusted insurance guidance from someone who truly understands your needs, you can turn to me, Tiffany Rao, independent insurance agent. I specialize in Medicare and senior products, and I also offer coverage for those under 65 through the ACA marketplace, along with long-term care and cancer insurance plans. As a proud second-generation insurance professional, I bring local expertise and personal touch you can count on. Call me today at 319-631-4795, and let's find the coverage that's right for you.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what here for you means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement here for you, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
You hungry? The Oxyokin Sunday Brunch Buffet offers so many choices of fresh entrees, homemade salads, waffles, omelets made to order, pastries, 3 tiers of desserts, and much more. Such a great value. You can always eat out, but not every place serves an experience. Serve 9 until 2. See you this Sunday. You'll always leave happy at the Oxyokin in the heart of Amana.
The Oxyokin.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The Justice Department is dropping its criminal probe of Fed Chair Jerome Powell under pressure from Senate Republicans. The probe looked into cost overruns of the new Fed headquarters, and this is expected to pave the way for Kevin Warsh's confirmation as Jerome Powell's successor. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more.
The DOJ will refer the matter regarding the alleged cost overruns of the Fed's renovation of its Washington headquarters here to the central bank's own inspector general. That inspector general already did conduct an audit of the project back in 2021.
Officials in Pakistan have been trying to get the U.S. and Iran to the negotiating table for talks. Iran's state news agency says the country's foreign minister is heading to Pakistan this weekend. So far, no reaction from the U.S. Nick Reiner, in his first public statement since his parents Rob and Michelle were murdered in December, allegedly by his brother, writes that it's been a living nightmare. This is ABC News.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
I'm meteorologist Brandon Bormans. Mostly cloudy through about mid-morning, then gradually increasing sunshine. High temps in the mid to upper 60s. Clear skies tonight with lows in the low to mid 40s. The weekend looks fantastic. Lots of sunshine on Saturday. A great day to get outside with highs in the lower 70s. A few more clouds on Sunday. We'll call it partly sunny. Highs again in the lower 70s. That's the forecast on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Right now, 53 degrees.
We are back.
Yeah. That's great for the Drake Relays, too. Because the Drake Relays often is impacted adversely by weather.
Yeah, frequently.
Just ask Carl Lewis. This doesn't sound like, I mean, obviously it's going to be nice in Des Moines, too, I would assume, right?
Yes.
I mean, they're not that far away.
Yeah.
So, no, that's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I saw a tweet, some girl from Linn-Mar, Marion, Mecklenburg, became the first girl in Iowa high school history to long jump 20 feet.
Wow.
Now I think she's ranked 3rd in the country now. 20 feet, 5 inches.
Feet.
That's impressive. I mean, hell, that's impressive for a boy. And I mean, first girl in Iowa high school history to long jump 20 feet.
Good for her.
I think her last name was Mecklenburg, if I remember correctly, from Linn-Mar. And since we're on the subject of high school, I was talking to Suter. I meant to say to her, I wanted As some may know, I'm the majority owner of Your Prep Sports here in Iowa City,
Mm-hmm.
and we've had it. God, it's been up for going on close to a decade now, I think, which is incredible. And I just want to announce I've been keeping it under wraps because I've had some conversations with some people, but it's to the point now where it's been taking so long. I need to get myself some other options, just get it out there. My majority ownership of Your Prep Sports is up for sale. And if anybody's, any group, whatever, are interested in contacting me, you know how to get in, you can get in touch with me through, here or whatever, or you can get in touch with me on my website, what have you. But I just, for those wondering, the site itself is self-sustaining. When I say that, basically there's enough money coming in each month with the website that it pays the bill, with that local advert. It pays for all the content, which is, there's a content supervisor who's also owns a small percentage of it. I don't want to get into too many specifics, but I'm just saying, Your Prep Sports is now, I would say, I know I'm biased, but I would say it's not even close. It's by far the best source for Iowa City and surrounding area high school sports. We cover it more extensively. And that's not saying much anymore because, guys, look, the Press Citizen doesn't cover high school sports anywhere like it used to. The Gazette doesn't cover Iowa City stuff like it used to. The Your Prep Sports, it's got it's played, I think, a pretty important role in sustaining high school sports coverage here in Iowa City. Ryan Merkin does a good job with it. So, yeah, if anyone's interested, and I don't own all of it, but I own most of it, and I am interested in, because I just want Your Prep Sports to last beyond me, beyond my financial ownership and whatever. I think it's built itself up enough to where it could and should. So we'll just see. I'm open to all, what do you call it, Captain? All offers. And I've got I'm not going to say anything on the air, but I've got a price that we've had the site valued and what have you. And if anyone wants to know, I can easily explain why we think it's worth a certain amount. But, yeah, if anyone's interested, because I do think I want Your Prep Sports to keep going. And there's a lot, there's a great infrastructure already there, from the accounting to the content and everything. And, again, in itself, it is – basically, it covers its own bills every month, so whoever does become it's not like you're going to have to come up with a bunch of money right away to pay bills monthly. It is, what's the word? Self-sustaining.
Self-sustaining.
So, okay, so there. I just wanted to say that, and if anyone is interested, just get in touch with me and kind of go from there.
All right.
You going to buy it, Captain?
No, but I will start the bidding here at $40
for
this place.
Oh. So should we try to sell this place and
you
your?
won't.
What about how about this place and your YPS as a package deal? What about that?
No. This is no.
You don't want to sell this place?
I love this place.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm not selling this place before Monday. We've got a lot of weather coming.
You're right. You do. You're right. Monday's like Monday's like the beginning of Hanukkah for you, right? Is that what it is?
Well, I don't want 8 days of bad
weather.
Are
you kind of disappointed with this weekend a little bit? You would have liked that build-up with the rain.
I want people to enjoy the game. No.
No, this is good. A real nice weekend will be fun.
This weekend sounds weather-wise about perfect.
It does.
Today sounds like it's
and then next week after the storms, it's going to be in the 60s.
So it's just basically
it's spring.
How long does that Monday thing? Is it out of here by Tuesday?
It's out of here.
Okay. See, that's the key. That's what we get a lot of, is we get these storms that come in, they recap, and then they're gone. Yeah. And that's just kind of how they operate. But again, I am going to drive down there. I want to drive down there and see you have got no other calls about tree damage anywhere else except for the call?
No, some people said that branches were down and everything.
Did you notice branches down in your neighborhood, Tom? You've got
no.
I didn't notice any. I've got a ton of trees.
I couldn't. 3:30 in the morning.
You couldn't
notice
see
anything.
Hunter, was it dark when you came in? Yeah. Okay. I was wondering, the park he lives across the street from, they got some trees over there. Wonder if
no, usually we have branches down, but I couldn't see any today. Nothing was in the road or anything like that as I came in. So,
And again, for tomorrow, gates open at 9:45. Practice, I think, officially starts at 11. And again, just for people, it's not a scrimmage. It's not a game.
No.
I've had a couple of people reach out and say they heard that they're going back. No, that's not. And if I remember correctly, last year there wasn't even much scrimmaging at the end.
No, admission is free.
The admission's free, and
that crap was on the damn Facebook.
What crap?
Oh, that they heard it's going to be a game, and
no, but
that's what they, people.
I had a couple of, maybe that's why they asked me. It's going to be their final practice. They will probably scrimmage some at the end, and so it is what it is. But no, it'll be a chance for fans to come out, go to Kinnick. The weather's going to be beautiful. See a lot of new faces, new players. I'm actually intrigued by just all the new faces because I have no idea. Like the Anthony Hawkins, the transfer from Villanova, the D-back who's 3 years of eligibility. Which safety position is he going to play? They've been raving about his talent. He's 6'3". I'm interested in him. And, of course, Tony Diaz and Evan James, the two receivers. I mean, Tim Lester said something really interesting when he was talking about those guys the other day. He said just the speed and the commitment they show just in running regular routes has kind of just uplifted everything, kind of changed the tone in practice, and that's pretty encouraging to hear that.
That's very encouraging.
But now you just got to see. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we've been hearing spring hype. That's part of it. Spring is the time for hope and optimism. You have no threat of losing to an opponent. Everything's great in the spring. So I don't want to get too carried away with what happens tomorrow. But now if tomorrow looks bad, I remember the spring of 2008, Sean Green and the offense couldn't do anything against the defense in the spring, and Sean Green ended up winning the Doak Walker Award the next year after they were 3-3. So, I mean, just kind of keep everything you see tomorrow in perspective, good or bad. It's one practice in spring, and who knows, what you might be witnessing may not even be full contact, too. So, but you're going to be able to tell, like tomorrow, you're going to be able to tell how fast Tony Diaz is, assuming he's healthy. He's been banged up some. You'll be able to see things like that, even in one practice. You'll be able to see how explosive they are. I've heard that he's great at making the catch, really good after the catch, and good at stretching the field. Well, they haven't had many guys like that over the years at Iowa. Not many at all. I mean, the best one probably in recent times would be Amir Smith-Marset, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
And Brandon Smith was pretty good, too. I mean, they had those guys together. And remember, they looked really good against USC in that bowl game. That's about as good as the Iowa offense probably looked under Brian Ferentz, wouldn't you say?
100%.
I mean, it was rolling. I mean,
and that strange woodshed game against Ohio State.
That one, too. Didn't they score like almost 50 points against USC? Wasn't it like 49 to 24?
Yeah.
I remember watching that game, and I'm like, man, they still have not figured out how to stop Amir Smith-Marset. Remember, he had a kick return. He ran for a touchdown, and he scored 3 touchdowns 3 different ways, and I believe was the MVP of that game.
And their quarterback got hurt at the end of the first half.
Huge difference that made because he was shredding Iowa at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Caden Slovis, wasn't that his name? He's a good quarterback. I thought he would end up being better. He ended up transferring to I don't know how many schools he went to, but I thought he would end up being better because he was good that day. Iowa caught a break there.
Yes,
but again, USC couldn't stop Iowa's offense. They just couldn't. Isn't that strange to say that? Brian Ferentz was on a roll. I remember him walking off the field that day, and I remember saying, God, maybe this is going to work. Maybe this is going to work, and then came COVID, and then...
and things went south.
Really, I know probably just a coincidence, but things started going south after COVID.
They did.
They really did. The offense was never really the same. So we shall see. I mean, and the offense under Lester has been better, but the passing game still has left much to be desired. Much to be desired.
But, yeah, it has been better.
It's been better slightly. I mean, Tom, there were times last year, first 6 games, we'd come in here and like, man, I love Gronowski's running, but what's going on with the passing? There are times where they couldn't complete pass. That's what was so incredible about some of the games they almost won. They did it without the passing attack hardly doing anything.
Yeah.
And they still never really did a lot of downfield because, like, Benami, a lot of his yards came after the catch and what have you. So it's going to be interesting to see in year 3 if and how much the passing game progresses under Lester.
Well, and we'll see if we have a quarterback who can actually throw to these better receivers, and how much time are they going to have to throw with a new offensive line.
Yeah, I think the line's going to be okay. I mean, it used pretty much recently. It's been a long time since Iowa's had an overmatched offensive line. There's been some years where they haven't been good, but I think with Trevor Lauk and Cade Pieper, you've got a really good foundation to build with. And then they've got Jack Dotzler. They've got other guys that have played. I'm not as worried about the offensive line. My biggest worry, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is going to be, of course, I'm quarterback. And when I say worry, that's another word of saying we don't know what to expect. There's uncertainty. So you worry about when there's a position as important as quarterback and you don't have anything to base it on, that's a worry. That's a concern.
And
But my biggest concern is defense and special teams.
And our little teeny look at Brown last year was not good.
Now, again, it was against the eventual national champion, but still, he should have completed that screen pass.
Yes, he should have.
I mean, that was a basic pass. The guy was wide open, and he probably shouldn't have thrown that interception, but that's easy for me to say. Indiana made a nice play. But no, that's a reason for concern. But 9 starters having to be replaced on defense. It's going to be interesting to see.
It will.
Phil Parker's going to be tested big time.
That's a lot of attrition for any defense.
Yes, it is. And I'm not knocking who they brought in, but they didn't bring a lot of guys in from Power 5 schools. They've got guys that are making a jump up in competition. Iowa believes that they're ready and able to make that jump, so we shall see. I think in some ways that's kind of fascinating.
Well, we'll see. I mean, having to get so many people, bring in so many people is kind of against Kirk's nature, I think.
But he had no choice. Attrition just caught up with him. And I think you're going to see more of this from Kirk moving forward. This is just the way it is.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not saying it's going to be 16 every offseason, but you're going to see a decent amount of guys coming from the portal because that's just the way you survive. And now they're talking about this 5-and-5 rule that Charlie Baker, the NCAA guy, wants to make it go in effect and grandfather in the current seniors. That would be a disaster.
What is
5 years of eligibility, no red shirt. Instead of 4 years of eligibility and a red shirt, he just wants straight 5 years, no red shirt, and he wants to grandfather in the current seniors. And like Rick Pitino said the other day, most schools have spent 80 to 90% of their NIL money right now.
Oh, sure.
And they don't have, and now you're going to throw all these seniors back. It's just going to be chaos, men and women. That means Hannah Stokey could come back if Iowa has money for her. I mean, does that mean Fairback could come back for a 7th year?
I think it will.
I have no idea what that means, but I mean, it's
6th place, 7th.
Does that mean Rink Mass could come back for an 8th year at Nebraska?
Well, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
He ends up retiring straight from playing college.
That sounds ridiculous.
Oh, I agree. I don't think they need to do it. The NCAA is just desperately trying to figure out a way to stay relevant and trying to figure out a way to kind of cover up what they haven't done with NIL.
No, exactly, relevancy.
And it's kind of pathetic. I just don't think this is a good time to do that. I'm not against that rule, but to grandfather people in the spring and summer, it would be chaos.
It will. And it's already chaotic with the portal, thousands of kids over the sports spectrum still in the portal, and there's going to be.
So I assume it's for football. So does that mean all those graduated seniors on Iowa's defense could all come back?
Don't know what it means exactly.
Or
is it seniors now?
There are.
Well, those guys were seniors. It's the 25-26 school year. That's the year we're in.
Yeah. There are governors, both Republican and Democratic governors, that are going far beyond what Trump was talking about, and they want to just end in their state NIL.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It'll just never. That will never happen.
No, but it will be a lot of court cases.
Yeah, which is just a waste of time because they're going to lose. It's going to spend a lot of money, and it's just not going to. We're not going back to the old days, folks. What is it? The toothpaste is out of the tube. It's not.
Genie's out of the bottle.
Genie's out of the bottle.
I agree, but I mean, they're going to spend.
I think it's funny. It's just the amount of money these students are making is just unsustainable.
They're getting an education.
And then Kalen DeBoer just signs for $12.5 million a year at Alabama.
Yeah,
he's getting paid $12.5, and yet the students that's unsustainable.
And that's one of the governors.
It's ridiculous. There's so much double standard hypocrisy. I mean, they're mad because the kids are getting their share and the adults don't want the kids to disrupt their cash cow.
Yeah.
But the coach is $12.5 million a year to coach a college football team, and you're complaining about kids getting paid? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, Audie Crooks probably shouldn't be the third highest paid female basketball player in the country.
Okay, then should Kalen DeBoer make $12.5 million a year?
Probably not.
What's the difference? I don't.
The difference is you've got women in the WNBA who've played for decades who...
Okay, you've got coaches that have coached for years at different... I mean...
Yeah,
you could
I
use
know what
Kirk.
you're saying.
I mean, Kalen DeBoer is going to end up making twice as much as Kirk almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could go back and forth with that argument. I just don't... What I'm saying is the adults want things to go back the way they were.
Yeah.
But the problem is the money... They've just basked in this... money. They've flooded themselves with money. They've surrounded themselves with money. And now the kids are getting some, and now things are out of control. It doesn't matter if coaches can make as much and leave, come and go when they want, make as much money as they want, have these ridiculous buyouts. That's all okay because that's the adults running the show. But when the kids start getting paid, then it's unsustainable and it's just chaos. It's a double standard. It's a huge double standard that is against the kids. And I just don't agree with that. I mean, if a coach can make if a coach can make $12.5 million a year, Audie Crooks can make 1.4 if someone's willing to pay her. And Alabama's willing to pay Kalen DeBoer, so I get it. This wouldn't be happening if places weren't willing to pay it, but they're willing to pay it. But I don't know why some college kid getting a bunch of money is sinister and corrupt and just destroying the fabric of college sports, and yet these coaches getting these ridiculous contracts, that's just business.
Look at how much money, look at how much money when you go into politics that the governors and, the people higher up make. Okay, they make a salary, and it's not, 100 and...
You're talking about politicians?
Yeah, politicians.
Well, yeah, look at both Republican and Democrat.
But then they write a book, and then they make $1 million here, and then they do speaking.
A lot of them go in worth about $1 million, worth less than $1 million. They leave 2 decades later worth $30-40 million.
Yes,
both sides do it.
Yeah, both parties. It's not political. It's just the way it's done, and then they begrudge the kid.
I don't get it. It's just a double standard.
That is making a fortune for the university that they represent because of TV rights.
Well, it's a double standard. Plus, they want to violate antitrust laws. That's what this comes down to. The NCAA wants to go back to being able to violate antitrust laws, and it's just not going to happen. And that's one thing the Supreme Court, everyone agreed on that. It was 9-0. And it's not very often the Supreme Court does anything 9-0 anymore.
Very seldom.
Yeah, so I think that sent a pretty strong message, and it just seems like since then, it is chaos. Too many kids are in the portal, but that's NCAA, and that's their fault. And, they're grabbing at any straw they can to make themselves look relevant. What's crazy about the Alabama situation, though, they had some struggles last year. There were some times where it looked like they weren't going to make the playoff, and I remember reading people saying that his job may be in jeopardy. Now he gets a raise to where he's making $12.5 million a year. It's insane.
Well, the system's broken completely.
It is, and the problem is, though, there's so much money coming into this broken system that it'll keep running, because even when something's broken, if there's enough money to kind of cover all those breaks, it just keeps going. I mean, you got all these schools paying all this stuff, and yet some of them are operating in debt, and sooner or later it's going to come to a head. And sooner or later, schools like Louisville, they're going to have to pay their bills, and I don't know how are they going to do it if they have to continue to keep paying these immense salaries to coaches and athletes.
And now you're arguing as Trump, because that's what Trump said.
Some of what Trump says, I do agree with Trump that the system is broke. I mean, it's a mess. Absolutely. I don't think government intervention is what we need.
No.
I just have never been a fan.
No, but that was the argument that he was making. These schools are going to go broke.
And he's right. Yeah, he is right.
He knows about going broke.
Well, but no, he is right on that. I just don't think it should be the government interfering. I don't think the government should be buying an airline. What is that, Spirit Airline? I mean, I've always been big on separation of church and everything with stuff like that.
We don't do antitrust anymore here. I mean, there's one guy that's going to, Paramount is going to buy, Warner Brothers is going to buy, 2/3 of basically news media, and we don't do anything about it. We don't. Neither party. It's not political. Neither party enters into anything antitrust. They just, let her rip.
It is funny, though. It's interesting, though. Nothing is considered chaos until the kids start getting paid.
Yeah.
There was so much chaos prior to this, the adults running the asylum. And now that the kids are getting paid, we got to rein this in. This is out of control.
Well, even fans. It's not even, fans I read all the time on, Facebook, well, these kids are getting a free education and they don't have to work for it, which is a bunch of crap because they work
their butts off.
Yeah, they work really hard.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah. And again, they're making tons of money for the university. It's what the university does with it.
Yeah, and now they are making tons. Now, back in the 70s and 80s, those kids worked hard, too, and they trained, but it wasn't the same. They didn't work year-round. I mean, I remember my brother, he went home for the summer. A lot of kids back, they'd go home for the summer. It wasn't just... But there also wasn't near as much television revenue being generated by these...
Not even close.
So now it's a different... Student-athletes are different now. They have a bigger impact than the kids did back in the 60s, 70s, and even through much of the 80s. Now,
way bigger.
And it's just, you can't overlook that. They are part of the money-making apparatus. And they need to get theirs in the Supreme Court.
Well, without them, there's no product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, about anyone can coach. Not everyone can run a 4.340. Anyone could stand up there and coach, but not everyone can, do what athletes do. I mean, so... I don't know. I mean, I still go back to the NCAA, just they're washing their hands of NIL, kind of running from it and hiding. And now they're trying to, hey, remember us. We're still in charge here. Hey, listen here. Kind of reminds me of Kevin Bacon in Animal House when he's always calm. It sort of reminds me of, and then they run him over. Remember that scene, Captain?
I love that movie.
This is great.
Do you love that movie or you don't?
Yeah. I don't revisit movies. Almost never. So I don't remember specific scenes.
I haven't watched Animal House in a while. If it's on,
I haven't watched it in years, but I just loved that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I can't remember specific scenes like that.
Yeah.
You remember when the students were all called up in front of Dean Warman? He's going over their GPAs.
Vaguely.
And he congratulates the one guy for having the 0.8, and I think that was and then Belushi gave him like a nod of approval. That made me laugh. Just Belushi's facial expressions. But no, that's not something. If I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Animal House if it's on. But if it's on and I've got nothing else to do, I can find myself. Same with Uncle Buck. It was on the other day, and I found myself. I watched the last half an hour of it, of a movie that I've seen probably 500 times in my life. Have you ever seen Uncle Buck?
Yeah, I think so.
That Uncle Buck came out, 37 years ago?
I think I've seen it once.
I remember driving by the neighborhood where the house it was filmed, because a lot of my friends from college lived in those neighborhoods. A lot of those movies were filmed in suburban Chicago. A lot of those
John Candy?
John Candy, John Hughes movies. A lot of those were. And I remember one day my buddy took me by Highland Park, Wilmette, Winnetka, and a lot of them were just in those little areas, and that's where a lot of my college buddies grew up. So, hey, there's the film. There's where they filmed Uncle Buck.
What was the movie?
John Candy movie?
No, it was, Jesus. I got
Getting old sucks, doesn't it?
I have to retire or something. I got so much crap on my brain where he's singing Donkey Shane. Ferris Bueller.
Oh.
God.
I don't think I've ever watched that from start to finish.
I loved Ferris Bueller.
There's one of the apartment buildings that they film, and when the car goes over the cliff. Mm-hmm. My aunt lived in that.
Yeah, I don't think I ever made it through that one from start to finish.
I like that.
And that was one I saw 2 or 3 times, probably.
I like
or maybe more, because we actually had the DVD.
Another movie a lot of people, The Breakfast Club never really did a lot for me. They swear.
I don't like Breakfast.
That was the movie of my generation.
I've seen that 3 or 4 times.
You're not blazing up in here, wastoid. When they said that, I'm like, please, I was done. Nobody talks like that.
Emilio Estevez does.
Yeah, as the wrestler. You're not blazing up in here, wastoid. Has anyone ever said that to you?
All the time.
Have you ever been called a wastoid?
I just said that this morning. I said, you're not blazing.
So you have been called a wastoid.
I started to fire up a spleef as soon as I got in. Steve said, you're not blazing up
in here, wastoid. Right after he bought the place?
No, this was today.
Oh, today. All right.
Hey, when I bought the place,
you would have
some people were blazing up.
Yes, they were. I was not one of them.
No, you were not. No, you were not. When I paid, we had to pay to have the chamber here. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, meanwhile, I got 2 employees that are outside in back
Smoking weed.
How much did we have to pay for that?
$5,000.
Jesus.
What do you have to pay $5,000 for?
To host
a chamber.
What were they? What were they called?
Rip off.
I can't even remember what they were called.
Yeah, I can't either. But yeah, I had two people outside smoking dope. I don't know.
Breaking the law out here.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Oh, wow, they're closing the criminal probe on Jerome Powell.
Yeah,
That's just a step so that guy can get confirmed. Yeah. What's his name? Brian Warsh. Yeah. So Jerome Powell is now safe from, at least for now. But okay, back to the Hawks.
Back to the Hawks.
Yeah, I saw Ty Coleman. He signed his letter of intent.
Tyreek.
I'm going to end up calling him Ty. I wonder if that will be what he is called, Ty.
Well, I like that better than Reek.
Well,
because Reek is one of the characters in Game of Thrones.
It'd be worse if it was Tyreek.
Reek is like a negative.
Well, it would be worse if it was an S at the end, Tyreeks.
Yeah.
But he's got that. I've seen his name sometimes with that little, what do they call a little?
A little apostrophe.
Yeah, and then I've seen it without it too. But the R is capitalized, whether there's an apostrophe there or not. So, and I noticed Ben's quote yesterday about him being a quick twitch athlete, and that means a lot. That means he can get shots off, he can get in the lane. And quick twitch for this level, that's oftentimes what separates Division I, Division II, Division III. Of course, size does, but a lot of it's just that quick twitch,
that
physical
first
ability.
step to get you by.
And he is 6'2". I mean, they list him at 6'2". So, I mean, they needed a guard. They got one.
They did.
And if the seniors are allowed to come back, then Tavian Bank, they can have 18 guys on their team. You know, some of these teams aren't going to have scholarships for people.
Tavian might be able to sneak in just because of the junior college thing.
If there's a scholarship for him.
Well, that's right, because I think right now there's only one.
And I think they need another guard. I think they need another guard more than they need another 6'7". Even though I think Tavian's really good, I think they need another guard.
Yeah, we got plenty of.
I think they need another
hybrids.
I think they need another guard who can score and shoot. That's just me. Just like I think the women need, and I've been saying the women need another power forward.
They do.
And you haven't heard any specific names for power forward lately, have you?
There's a gal, and this has been reported by several people. There's a gal on campus this weekend, 6'3" gal, from Georgia.
Oh, okay. She played
Fly Zone or something like that.
I know. Okay, I know. So she would be possibly the Danny Carnegie connection.
Yes, I would think so.
So there'd be another one. So I mean, obviously,
but she's obviously not a star. I mean,
that's
freshman.
That's part of the challenge now. Is I'm not sure if they're going to get a star.
No.
I think they may be. I think that window may have shut.
No, we've got our
and in
core.
response to what Greg said the other day, these are the kind of players you need to get, players that maybe haven't proven themselves totally at this level, but want a different opportunity. There's going to be players that want to fill these last spots, but they're not going to be star players.
No, they're not. They're players that you hope eventually can elevate.
And there's not many star players left in the women's portal, are there?
No.
Most of them are all scooped up.
No.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to see because the women have a lot more work to do than Ben.
Yes, no, Ben's pretty well full.
Ben's pretty much full. You could go with what he has. Jan, you can't go right now with what Jan has.
We
now.
have 8.
Yeah,
you can't.
They need more bodies. So, but there's still a lot of time left too, though. I mean, a lot can happen.
For sure. And there's still 1,000 girls in the portal.
Yeah, and these people were wondering what some of these announcements for people entering the portal, even though it's closed. They filed their stuff before the deadline. And it just gets announced later, and what have you. So, and then. Now moving on to other sports, Iowa baseball's at Indiana, and softball's out of town too, aren't they? Yes, they're both out of town.
Softball's out of town at Nebraska.
Isn't that kind of you got a beautiful weekend?
And what a shame.
And nothing. Well, you do get spring football, so I guess, but spring football's 2 hours.
Yeah,
I mean it is
2
kind
o'clock. Caitlin on Ion.
Preseason game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll make sure I watch that.
That's against the New York Liberty, I believe.
How many preseason games do they play? Like 3, that's what I thought. So it's about ready to start. But no, this would be a nice weekend to see a baseball or a softball game with the weather. But I don't know, where's the softball team at, Hunter? Do you know?
Nebraska.
That won't be easy.
No.
This is a big series for both, but man, the baseball. What's that? That's what I said. It won't be easy. What's Indiana's record, Tommy, in baseball?
Who's a whore? Maybe I misheard.
He said Nebraska's ranked number 4.
Oh.
He didn't say anything about anyone being a whore.
Okay. I guess I misunderstood.
I could see that. 4 rhymes with whore.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get that, Captain?
Yeah. Yes.
You understood where the confusion came from?
Yeah, I may be old, but I did get that.
You did get that one.
I do get rhymes.
Suter may... but and then as far as the draft, again, I think they're going to get, before it's all said and done, I think they'll have at least 4. I think the 3 linemen offense, and I think Max Llewellyn, T.J. Hall, I've seen them as high as 4th and 5th round. There's so many different mock drafts and whatever. I mean, it's hard to keep them all straight.
No.
Bo Stevens, I've seen anywhere from I've seen mostly 5th and 6th for him. Caden Weechin, I saw him 6th, 7th. Weechin's, I mean, the challenge for Weechin, he's just going to have to show that he can. Most NFL rosters have 5 receivers. They'll have 6 sometimes if it's a return specialist and a receiver.
Yeah.
He's not going to make a roster as just a return specialist. It just doesn't happen.
And he's not a great receiver.
Well, not yet. I mean, Tim DeWhite had shown that he could play receiver in college, but Tim DeWhite stuck in the NFL for 10 years, not just because he was a returner. He played well enough at receiver to stay in the league for 10 years. You can't just do – I mean, yes, you could be just a receiver and not a return specialist, but you're not going to make a roster as just a return specialist. So hopefully Caden can get in a situation where he has a chance to show what he can do as a wide receiver, because I think he would be a great return specialist in the NFL. And then I think players like Carson Shar, Mark Gronowski, Wampka, they could be late-round picks, but I think those guys, if it gets too late, they'll be better off going free agent route. And many Iowa players have made it as free agents.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, every time, like when I did have the draft on briefly, they showed this guy, his face was all painted. He had feather. I mean, he had this costume. It looked like it had spent a week preparing himself.
Oh, probably a lot longer than that.
And he was there just screaming, and every time they'd yell a player, they'd call a player, he'd cheer. I mean, I'm like, what is motivating this guy?
Get camera time?
Yeah.
I mean,
wants to get on TV.
Yeah.
So if somebody said, like, one of your friends said to you, hey, the draft's in our hometown, do you and Ann want to come up? And
not a chance in 1,000.
I could not, even with a bunch of Iowa guys, I could not see you and Ann standing there in the crowd cheering.
Not at all.
But man, some people love it. I just don't get it.
It's their chance at fame.
But what's famous about people making fun of you on TV?
Okay, they probably got a recorder going, and they're going to go home, and they're going to watch themselves on TV, and it's going to make them feel good.
There I am.
And then people like me insult them.
Yeah. Don't you feel bad about that?
No.
These people are trying to feel good.
I think those people need help.
Well, they do that, but but still.
Watching Andy Griffith episode 60 years later is one thing.
You know, but I mean, it really does. They do that. They don't have, there's a vacuum there where they just don't have attention or something.
But
maybe
think about
they don't
the money
feel like they belong.
To go do something like that, though, it was in the draft's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
you got to travel. That ain't cheap to go and do that stuff.
I mean, it's worth it to them if they get a feeling
of importance of being part of a community. I get it. I just find it odd. I just find it a little odd.
I mean, I'd never do it, but I understand why they do it.
I'm trying to think of something. Well, like I used to always find it odd in college. People would wait like 100 deep to get into a bar. I was never one of those. Never. I'm like, I remember saying, what are they doing? Like giving away free crack in there? I mean, I never could do stuff like that.
I did this,
I waited in line.
Because I wanted attention. I mean,
I waited in line for Jaws. I wait to watch the movie Jaws. I remember waiting in line with my sister when it came out. That's about the only time I ever waited in a really long line.
I believe I waited in line to see Hard Day's Night.
So back in did it come out in the early 70s or
64?
Oh, 64.
I waited in line to see the Supremes
at the Fieldhouse.
Yeah.
I saw that concert too.
And Willie Lester and Tyler, and they got booed. And
well, I remember being up in Ann Arbor.
Pissed off, and they wouldn't do an encore.
Well, we were up at Ann Arbor for an Iowa football game. It was me, Bromwell Camp, and my niece. She lives up there, and she was able to get us into this bar where she had some influence as a former. She worked there at one time, but I remember there were at least 75 to 100 people waiting in line to get into this bar at like 9:30 on a Friday night. I mean, young college kids. I was just amazed. I could never have done that.
And then Brummelkamp left 2 hours early.
No, he was just happy that he got in for free with us, and he got into the VIP stuff because my niece had a lot of pull.
We were at the Iowa-Minnesota football game. I guess it would be
in Minneapolis.
A couple years ago, and there was this one bar. There was huge throng of people waiting to get into this one bar, and we don't know why. I mean, we ended up eating there for lunch the next day.
But you didn't wait in line for it.
Oh, my God, no.
So
I've never understood that.
I've never understood that. I mean, I sometimes even get confused about the people waiting 60 deep to get their soft serve ice cream at Carver.
Would do these.
Did they ever question? Do you ever wonder about that?
A little bit, because I don't like to wait in line. So.
I don't either.
KFMH would do these contests. They're called stupid contests. So we do those at this club, Beethoven's, and there were you could get 1,100 in the club, and they well exceeded that. And I remember showing up like 2 hours early just to get things set up and everything. Mm-hmm. And there were lines going around that shopping center just like I couldn't believe.
That's crazy.
I could not believe
the other one I couldn't believe was like, what is it, Black Friday? When people line up at at 6 in the morning.
And then fight.
That's another thing. I just don't get it.
No.
I've never understood that.
They fought over getting flat screens at that time for like $1,000.
And now you can get them for $75. Yeah. I think if we wait long enough, they're going to pay you to take flat screens out of the appliance places.
Here you go.
I saw something
so cheap.
I literally saw one about a 30-something on sale for $75.
How big a screen?
I think it was 36. That's not real big, but still, $75.
No, well, where they make the money is they sell the information. They know what channel you're watching, when you're watching it,
what you've downloaded, the apps you've downloaded.
Yeah. But I've also seen 50 and bigger for $300-$400. Lots.
Yeah.
But well, it's like these sets. These sets are good sets and everything that we got. They cost $125 a set. They were refurbished.
What brand are they?
Are they Vizio?
They're whatever, the Insignia. They're Best Buy's brand. They're made by Daewoo.
Oh, okay.
And I can look at it and hey, that's a pretty good picture and everything. Good. But then when I go home and look at the Sony,
I'm sure,
and see the colors, I mean, you get what you pay for.
You could almost climb into the screen.
Yeah.
You know, it's so realistic.
Both of my TVs are at least 15 years old. My Samsung is, and then the Toshiba I have in my office, the one I bought from Feeney, it's probably 20 years old.
That makes
incomprehensible.
Are you disappointed?
Makes me cry.
Are you disappointed?
That makes me cry.
And they work fine. I actually I cleaned the one.
No,
and
they don't work fine.
No, they're fine.
If you compared them to a new set,
they're just fine.
No.
And I will run them until they drop, and then I'll go out and buy a new one. I'll go out and get a 78 inch.
I'll run them until they drop,
and
then after 3-4 years they're gone.
I'll get a 78 flat screen for $150.
Well, you never know.
No, it's all resolution and what they do. It really does make a difference. The cheap
it's
ones,
astounding.
Yeah, the cheap ones are fine, and you look at them and you go, "Wow, what a picture!" Because you're comparing it to what you remember when it was in a wooden box.
I do have two good brands. Samsung and Toshiba. Those are good brands.
It's just they made.
But yeah, Feeney sold that thing to me years ago.
It's just come so far in the last 15 years.
Yeah, it's just
astounding.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. It's John Ballmer speaking. You talk about standing in line. It brings back memories of the Final Four appearance of the Hawkeye men back in 1980-81, and I stood in line over at the old field house, And it just so happened I had the good fortune of being mayor then, but I stood in line all night, and of course I didn't get to the front. And who should pop up late but our old friend Mike Gatens. He claimed he has somebody holding the line for him. Of course, needless to say, people wanted to string him up about that time. but I did get some notoriety in the Des Moines Register about the fact that I had stood in line. The mayor had stood in line to get tickets. Well, lo and behold, Bump Elliott called, and somehow tickets appeared. I had to pay for them, of course. I didn't get those. Back in the day, I didn't take anything for anything as far as that goes. But I did. I got the privilege of buying 2 tickets and going down to Market Square Arena to watch the Hawkeyes play. So yeah, it was that was an eventful evening to stand and outside and make friends with people. But,
so were people yelling at Gatens?
Deny that.
Were they yelling at Gatens?
Oh, God, were they ever? He'll deny it, but I was there. I witnessed it, so I know Mike real well. He can't get away from that.
As do we. Remember when he took Woody Hayes' hat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember it well.
That's my favorite Gatens story. Just run. It's like he's 6'9", thinking like maybe he'll blend in.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a classic one. And say, Pat, I stopped by and left you $50 with Hunter. Make sure he gives it to you. So $50.
Hunter said nothing of the sort.
Yeah, Hunter hasn't said anything
to me. I
also
left just remember, it's cash. It's CASH. It's not, I don't.
Hey, there's nothing better than cash.
So I wonder why Hunter came in with 3 gourmet pizzas yesterday.
I don't know if
that's great.
Would $50 buy 3 gourmet pizzas?
Not at all.
No.
2.
Well, John,
maybe.
Thank you. And John, you heard I don't know if you heard me earlier. John, I announced earlier, I'm the majority owner of Your Prep Sports here in Iowa City, and I'm trying to sell my ownership. Yeah. I've been keeping it under wraps because I've been kind of working with some, and that one's kind of hit an impasse. But if you know anyone, help spread the word. I mean, you're aware of Your Prep Sports, and it's
sure.
So if you know anyone that's interested,
you're ready to.
I'm just ready. I don't have time
to. Okay.
I don't have Hawk Fanatic is enough. I'm doing both. I've never really had much time to do anything for YPS besides finance it. We built it and paid for it and what have you. But now it basically runs it. Ryan Merkin runs it. It's self-sustaining. It pays itself with the money. But yeah, if you know anyone, but help spread the word though. And it's not. I don't own all of it. I own roughly 2/3 of it. And then if you know anyone, just let me know, and we're going to kind of go from there.
Okay.
Because I want it to continue. I want Your Prep Sports to last long beyond my involvement. That's my goal. Because I think it's a good. I think it's something that people here in town appreciate.
Yeah, no, I would agree totally. I mean, good God, where else do we get any kind of local?
You really don't
anything anymore.
Not anymore. You really don't.
Guys,
Yeah. And it's free.
Well, the captain should step up because he's got lots of money.
I know. I'm a rich Jew.
Captain hates Your Prep Sports. No, in fairness to the captain's given KCJJ's given Your Prep Sports thousands of dollars of free advertising. Now that's. Because of my but you have.
I'll give them credit.
There's a ton of YPS ad exposure that's been on this radio station for years that's worth thousands of dollars. And the people at Your Prep Sports appreciate that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no question. Hey, I also left you an invitation for our company's 75th anniversary, May 8th. It's on a Friday, so I left that with Hunter, too, so tell him to share it with you. You're invited. You don't have to pay anything. You're invited.
75 years.
Hunter had a small bonfire of something out front earlier. I don't know what it was.
It was my $50 in that invitation.
You probably.
All right.
John. Nice Good to hear from you as usual.
All right.
Thanks, John.
See you, gentlemen.
Yeah,
we gotta get going.
God, it's almost 10:40.
We have got some police reports coming up with Tommy Lang and Captain Steve. HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather brought to you